everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Saints are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bengals, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, let's get you out to the Bayou. We're standing by as our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro. Studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Bernard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to ride and in a bad mood.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Dalton on third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Bradford on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really likes soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. On play action, Bradford. Deep drop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, Who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points. And that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Dalton throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Holy Kikaha made a change in position while at the University of Washington, moving from defensive end to outside linebacker. That's exactly where he needs to play in the NFL. A terror coming off the edge.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Bradford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. second down. Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw here, Dalton. Hard throw, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now Bradford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bradford now to throw on first down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bradford on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the prep.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be Dalton again. And his throw is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Time running out here on the play clock. Snap came at 1. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal to go now. Now Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And quickly, they get to the line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the lead will grow by 1 more. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, Bradford rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Third and long for Bradford. And Cooks has it over the middle. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to loft one. Deep left, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Defense showing blitz. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
This is fielded at the 27. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught right side, it's Snead. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Play action now. Bradford caught by Snead over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go.
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
It's complete to Snead. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and short yardage. Bradford. Left side and caught by Flainer. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's got Snead. 17 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Bradford again. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. On 3rd down, Bradford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals getting set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. So Dalton now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this.